Well, it's time for start week 3 of this training program. I went to the gym last night, got some did a lot of lower body workouts. Was there till almost midnight. It's a little bit after 6 a.m. now, so now it's time to go run. We're gonna do a short run again today. I think my short runs right now, at least last week and then this week, are gonna be 3 miles. And then next week we'll jump up to about 4, and then after that we'll start ramping up to like the 5, 6, 7 miles on the daily runs. And then of course the long runs are always adding up. Today's my first run with the new shoes, the new the 23s of the Brooks. So we're gonna see how they perform. Also, this is also I also want to do a shorter run because to break them in and allow that to happen. I'm gonna replace the shoelaces on them. I ordered them the other day. They should be coming in tomorrow, so hopefully fix that, because right now you can barely see that they're not the best. There's not much room to work with. I need a little bit longer laces, and I have to replace them on the past few shoes that I've had, so I just stuck with the trend and we ordered some new ones. So yeah. But first off, we're gonna get this run out, go get this one done, come back, shower, get ready for the work day. So let's get this one in. Sun's about to rise, so we're gonna start this run, get these 3 miles in, come back and shower and get on with the rest of the day. So let's get this one started. A little bit past 1 mile in. Left shoe feels good, right shoe needs a little more breaking in to go. It's just a tad loose. I think a lot of that has to do with the laces. So when we get those new laces in, it'll help out. Only because it's not as tight as I want it to be from the back, which you have to do the runner's loop to do that, to tighten that up. But I'm making do with the shorter laces. So, oh well. But it's not too bad. You know, it actually feels nice and cool this morning. The more I run, I mean, I think it's like 80 degrees outside, but there's a nice breeze. It feels good. Always very beautiful to run while the sun's rising. Whew. Got another mile left to go. 3 miles in the books. Overall, a good run. Got faster as the miles went on, so I like it. Overall, very happy with it. The shoes started feeling better the more I ran. They get more broken in, so I'll probably wear them around the house the next couple of days and just keep on breaking them in. So we'll see, but overall pretty happy with today. Back in my apartment having my post-race chocolate milk. Yeah, overall, like I just said, glad with today's run. It was pretty well, got faster as the miles went on, and as the shoes broke in more. I feel like I'm gonna have to replace though my armband. It keeps on feeling like it's getting loose, or like the Velcro's no longer sticking, which is about the same amount of time that the last one I had started wearing out, about a little over a year, especially with how much I wear them. So I'll probably have to order me another one of those, so that way that can come in and it'll be good for race day. Today is also the day that that transportation baggage claim and all that opens up for the race. So it opens up around noon. So later on today, here in this video too, you'll see I'm gonna make my selection, see what's available and which was gonna be the best route for me. Also this evening, New York Roadrunners is doing a seminar on the race itself. I don't know exactly what it entails. I'm gonna watch it. They're gonna live stream it on YouTube, so see what it is, and see if there's any tips or tricks that I didn't know from last year that they're gonna tell me about this year, or exactly what's gonna entail. So that's at 5 o'clock today. So right after work, we'll watch that. And I also need to go replace my shorts as well. These are already getting old and worn out. So I need to go back to iRun and buy at least 2 more pairs of shorts, because I know one pair of shorts that I have is perfectly fine, but the other 2 are, yeah, they're already starting to let go. So I'll go replace those, maybe pick up 3 and just have you know, 4 pairs. But we'll see. But I gotta go do that. I know they're kind of on the pricier side. The shorts are like $70 a pair, so yeah, they're expensive, but they're so comfortable and they're like very breathable, and I like running in them, so it's a small price to pay. But yeah, I'm gonna shower and we're gonna get ready for this work day. It's gonna be a long one. Have a lot of work to do, a lot of stress on it, but the good thing is I already got out for my run. Was able to calm down, relax. Running for me is a very good way to relieve stress and clear the mind and just focus. I mean, that's why whenever I'm like all worked up or, you know, something like that, I like to go run, just, you know, relax, clear it. So yeah, but we'll see how the day goes. I mean, maybe I'll go for another run after work if it's a long day, but oh well, we'll see what happens. Bib pickup, baggage selection, and transportation opened up already for the marathon, so I'm making my selections right now. First one up is gonna be a race pickup number. So the time you're gonna go to the expo. Last year I went Friday morning, the day it opened. I mean, on Friday morning, or as soon as it opened at 10 a.m. The expo runs from Thursday through Saturday. I think I'm gonna do the same thing again. We fly in Thursday, so I'll just go the next day, Friday morning. So I'm making that selection right now. Come down here, choose that Friday morning. And yeah, confirm that. So the next thing we gotta add in as well after this is baggage. I'm not picking up a bag. So the baggage is for if I want to drop anything at the finish line, so that when I get there, it's already there for me. I don't need that. They have a bunch of stuff for us after the race already that's there, so I don't need anything for me. And then after that, it's a short ride to the hotel, so I'm not worried about that. Transportation, how are you getting to the start? So I'm making that selection as well. I think I'm gonna do the Team for Kids ferry just because, yeah, all the other ones are not worth it in my opinion. And so we're gonna do this right now. You have the Staten Island ferry at 8:30, Staten Island at 8:45, Midtown bus at 6 a.m., New Jersey at 5 a.m., or the Team for Kids Midtown ferry. So I'm gonna do that one, and I'll probably put on the 7:30 ferry. So I'll do that because they choose the ferry for you, and they have 3 ferries at 5:30, 6:30, and 7:30. So I'll do 7:30. So yeah, so I already made all my selections, and I'm ready to go. So it picks up on 34th Street, so just 2 blocks over from my hotel, but on the east side, so I gotta go all the way down. So I just gotta figure out how to get to the ferry, but overall, it should be a fairly seamless process compared to what it was last year. So we're gonna do that, and yeah, see how this one unfolds this year. But that's ready to go, and yeah. So now after work today, right now I'm doing this during my lunch because it just opened up. Once I'm off of work today at 5 o'clock, they're gonna have a seminar again from the New York Road Runners, and see what it's about, see what they talk about. Maybe some stuff I already know, some things maybe I don't know. So we'll see, but that's gonna be what's coming up next. But yeah, we already got my baggage. I'm not picking up a bag. My transportation, doing the Midtown ferry, from Team for Kids, their private shuttle, and I'll be going to the expo that Friday morning. So good. It's getting more and more real. 11.5 weeks out. So actually 11 weeks from tomorrow, we'll be on a plane heading over to New York. So it's coming quick. So it's actually Thursday now. I went to the gym earlier this morning, got a good workout in. I know in my last time I said, okay, there's a seminar tonight, which was thinking Wednesday. I was off a day. It's actually tonight. So here Thursday, I'm having it up on the big screen right now here in the living room. Right there. It's about to kicking off here in about a few minutes. So just wait on that. It's titled New York City Marathon Kickoff. So see what they have to talk about. See if there's anything interesting. I mean, I did it a lot last year. So I did it last year, so I didn't know kind of what the race entails and what to expect, but you never know, little tips, tricks, things like that someone else might say that's like, you're like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. So yeah, on actually 11 days from today, on this Thursday right now, I'll be in New York, starting this whole journey again. You know, this whole trip. It's going by quick. You know, it'll be here before you know it. November's not that far away. I mean, it's already August is flying by. September, then, you know, it's just September, then October. My September is busy, October's busy. So yeah, it's going quick. Just got back I had a bunch of site walks today for my job, so I was doing that. And now it's getting this stuff watched and yeah, see what it is to tell. So let's see what they have in this.
Just getting into that double-digit territory with 10 miles, 12 miles, even 13 or 14 miles. Hope that helps. Hope it's general enough to address all of your concerns around mileage, but specific enough to know, yeah, you should be thinking about long miles, big miles, but not quite there yet.
And when you're in Staten Island waiting for that cannon to go off, you've been there for maybe like 2 or 3 hours, you have a lot of energy, you're looking at these, you know, the Staten Island Bridge, and you just wanna book it, you just wanna go out and just have fun. But one thing you really have to remember is slow down, because you have 26 miles to go. And right now, and in most of the training runs that you're doing now, if you're doing, say, a 10-mile training run, and your goal is ultimately to complete the 26 miles, after you complete the 10 miles, ask yourself, am I in a position to complete another 16? So this way you'll understand how your body reacts.
Not tedious, but just something that is now constantly happening, right? It happens every Saturday or every Sunday. And so that can get us kind of stuck in a rut, and sometimes can get us in a place where we're not as motivated, right, to get up and do it, or it's, you know, feels like it's 100% humidity out. And so one of the main things that I work with a lot of athletes on is we call this acronym our APE, and it's basically focusing on the things we can control, right? There's a lot of things on any given day, whether we're running or not, that we can't control. But our APE, controlling our inner APE, is controlling our attitude, our preparation, and our effort. And it sounds really simple, but a lot of times I encourage a lot of athletes to really think about the attitude part and the effort part as something a little beyond maybe what we normally do.
Matter all that much how much sleep you get the night before the marathon. And there's actually been studies on this. If you're generally sleeping well, you know, if you generally don't have, you know, chronic insomnia, and you have a restless night the night before, that's not going to affect your marathon a lot.
Well, done with that seminar. It was actually really helpful. There was some stuff on there that I already knew, just because I already ran 2 full marathons, and then all the halves I've done, like training, what you should do, what you should be like. But then there was also a psychological coach in there as well too, talking about your mental state, and that was actually really helpful, because you go through a roller coaster when you run a marathon, and even in training. I mean, you have your ups and you have your downs. If you watched last week's video, you know that race that I ran last week was definitely a down point for me. I was very disappointed in myself, but oh well. I learned a lot from it, and you move on, and that's the way the marathon's going to go too. I mean, you're going to have mile marker, 5, you could be feeling well, but then you get to like 16, 17, those miles where you've been running for so long and the finish is still another 10 plus miles away. Yeah, that's when it's time. You mentally have to be sound and just continue running with the race. So overall, though, that kickoff seminar was really interesting. Had a lot of good information, and I'm kind of glad I watched it. It's up on YouTube if anyone wants to watch it. Just go to the New York Road Runners website channel, and you'll find it there. It's an hour long, so they've already hit this was the second one. They're doing 4-part series, basically 1 a month. We're 11 weeks out, so yeah, it's coming. But yeah, so now what I want to do is I ordered my shoelaces, and they actually came in the mail. I told you I need a little bit longer. I needed 54-inch shoelaces. The ones on the Brooks, I believe, are either 36 or 42 inches, so they're shorter. I need the longer laces for my double loop, my runner's knot that I do, and just to give me a little more tightness and a lot more to work with. So what I'm going to do is I have the 22s, my old Adrenalines. the ones I ran with last week and all that good stuff. You can kind of tell they got beat up in that race. They're dirty, but I'm gonna take the laces off of these because I decided I'm gonna put this I'm gonna put the message, the shoelace board on this one onto my new ones. So this one says first I run the miles, then I drink the beers. I'm gonna use that message one for training. The reason for that is because I want to save the mind over miles, you got this tags for the actual race day, and for my next shoes, the ones I'm gonna wear on when I order those and when I get these in October for race day, I'm gonna put those on there because I like this message a lot. I mean, the other message is great too, I like it, but for actual race day, I think this one would be good. And it's also a little token, and that way the person that got me this, they know who they are, they're watching this video, they know they'll be running it with me, and it's just a little part as well that they know they'll have with me. So I'm gonna put this on the shoes I get in October for my actual race. But as far as training, I was gonna take this tag off and put it on the new shoes. So let me go ahead and do that right now, and yeah, I'll show you when it's done. Got one shoe done. Actually, I decided to do something a little bit different this time as well too. I put the message upside down so that way when I look down I can read it. I don't know if I like that or not, or I should flip it, but whatever. No, I'm not gonna like it. My OCD's gonna kick in because then it's gonna be backwards. So let me redo the shoe. I wish I would have paid attention to this one. Oh well, let me do the other one first and then I'll go back and do this one. So got the second shoe done and I actually put the tag on this one right. I'm gonna definitely have to change the other one because yeah, we're trying to read it left to right, and then that one it's not gonna be right. Even if I did have them upside down, I would have had to have this tag on the other shoe for it to make sense. Because then I look down and it just says, then I drink the beers. On the other side, it would have been first I run miles. So it would have been, yeah, it would have been backwards either way. So I'm gonna flip this around. This one's good to go. So let me change this one now. Finally fixed it. Now it's turned around correctly. So it reads correctly when you look at it like front wise. It says first I run the miles, then I drink the beer. So this one's right. And they'll be ready to go for my next long run on Saturday here in a couple of days. Today was a gym day. Tomorrow's also a gym day, and yeah, and then we go head off to Saturday's long run. And so it's gonna be a 12 miles this week, so a mile less than last week. Hopefully it's better than it was last week with that half marathon, but we'll see how it goes. Another thing too that I wanted to show that's not really it's not running related at all. I was gonna say not really, it's not running related at all. But if you don't know me too well, or you're just watching this channel, I am a huge Lego fan. I built a lot of Legos. My man, turn around, and I have a whole shelf of Legos, and I have, you know, a couple other ones around the apartment as well. But Lego just released in America. It's been released around worldwide for a couple months now, but in America they just released the Mars rover. So I just finished building that the other day, and it's a Technic set. It's pretty cool. Like it. I just thought I'd just show it. I gotta find a place to put it at, display it. I have the ISS over here on the bottom of the shelf, and then I have the Space Shuttle Discovery and the Saturn V up on top of the kitchen table. I also have the Lunar Lander as well on top of that shelf as well too. So I just gotta find a place to house this one and display it. It also has Ingenuity too, which is a little drone that came with that that was also part of the Mars rover, the first one in ever made, and then went to Mars. So yeah, but that's pretty much it for right now. Now we can just get ready for this long run, so let's get ready for that.
So it's Sunday now. I know everyone was expecting the 12-mile run on Saturday to see that. Truth is, I've had a lot of stuff going on this past few days as far as like health-wise and mentally and all this stuff. So I was using the runs more as a I was using the run yesterday, and then I've done a couple other runs, and I haven't taken my camera. I was using them more as a way just to clear my head and, you know, relax and all that stuff. So that's why you're not seeing the runs that, you know, like the long run and all that, just because I took my camera with me. I didn't take my camera with me, my bad, sorry. Got my tongue's tied there just because, you know, I just wanted to go out there and just be free and just, you know, really think and just relax, and try to calm my brain. I have a very bad anxiety if you didn't know that, and I mean, whatever, but yeah, so it's running. That's one of the reasons why I got into running, is because of just how calming it is for me and how like it eases the brain and how it just what it does for me mentally. I thought I'd just share that with you and give you a little more insight as to why I run. And so yeah, so that's kind of why I do what I do. And yeah, so but you know that's gonna wrap up the end of this week, as far as, you know, training. It's Sunday, so technically today's my rest day. I also got a massage yesterday, and that kind of helped, you know, like ease up some muscles that have been really tense and really problem areas while running. So yeah, but next week we're gonna be doing some. We'll be doing some back into some more training. Probably do some interval runs, some fartleks, some tempo runs, all that in there as well too. Because lately we've been doing a lot of more building runs. You know, just trying to run to, you know, get back into the stamina and get back into that rhythm of running. And now we're gonna do some more various workouts, so we'll be doing that. But yeah, overall, I mean, the training is going along well. I like where I'm comfortable as to how I'm being paced out right now. But yeah, so I'm gonna get this video up and we'll start training again, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Thank you again for watching, and if you haven't done so, please donate to Team for Kids. The link is down in the description below, and I'll see y'all again next week. And oh, also before I forget, I want to thank Jody McCrader. She also donated again once, and donated again back in the very first time. I mentioned in the last video as someone who had donated. She actually gave another donation again, so because of that, I'm shouting you out. Thank you again for donating, and I appreciate it. But with that, we'll see you in the next video, and thank you. Y'all have a good week.